What's going on, hodlers? I'm Crypto Walk, and I'm here to help you walk, not run, on your journey to financial freedom. So, one of the biggest stories since Trump came into office has been about the possibility of the Bitcoin Strategic Reserve, which would literally be the government having a national stockpile of Bitcoin. And if the US government is buying Bitcoin, then that would be extremely bullish, and they would not be the only ones buying either. Other governments have said that they want a strategic reserve as well. El Salvador already has one, and they buy some for it every single day. But while the Bitcoin Strategic Reserve in the US hasn't materialized yet, Congress is meeting up talking about the possibilities of crypto in the government in the first place. The states aren't waiting on the feds to make a decision. Over a dozen US states across the country have already put forth legislation or are already buying Bitcoin for retirement funds and things like that. There's 16 states in total. States like Utah, Texas, Michigan, Wisconsin, Arizona, like some of the most well-known and most affluent states in the country. Like Texas is bigger than over 83% of countries in the world, and a lot of money goes through Texas. They've got multiple NBA teams, the Mavericks, the Rockets, the most valuable team in the world, the Dallas Cowboys. They're in there. Sports is just part of their makeup, and they rake in billions of dollars from that. So Texas has plenty of money to create a state reserve for themselves. And that's not even talking about the other states like Michigan and Wisconsin that are pretty well off as well. So after hearing about all this, about how 16 states are either in the midst of making legislation for Bitcoin or are already investing in it, what should you do? After all, this is about you making money in crypto. The obvious thing to do is to buy Bitcoin, because the US states are like their own little separate governments, which is why they're able to do this in the first place. And there may be a possibility of half or more of the US states having a Bitcoin reserve before the national reserve even takes place. And regardless of whether it comes from federal or state governments, just the US supporting Bitcoin at all is extremely bullish for it. And because of that, you should position yourself to have some Bitcoin before it absolutely skyrockets as a result of the billions of dollars that's gonna flow into Bitcoin once all these laws are passed in the respective House of Representatives and Senates of these states. So my advice to those of you that are listening, if you already have some Bitcoin, great, get more if you can. And if you haven't gotten into Bitcoin by now, please get into it. You will thank me and any other YouTuber that has told you to get into Bitcoin over these last years. It's not going to stay at $100,000 for much longer. Michael Saylor sees it going to as high as 13 million. So think about where it is right now and where it would have to go to get to that number. I believe that even if you just buy half a Bitcoin, over these next few years, you could be setting yourself up for life-changing wealth. So anyway, thank you for watching. If you liked this video, like and subscribe to my channel. I'm Crypto Walk. Peace out.